many of you guys been on a helicopter ride before? Okay, a few. Hi, my name is Vyas, and today I'm going to tell you about my passion for swimming. I started swimming when I was 3, and as soon as I got into the water, it felt like something clicked within me. As I moved through the levels, I became a part of USA Swimming. I went to my first away meets, and I was only 10 seconds away from the beat time in the 100 breaststroke, which is essentially one of the levels of achievement in swimming. I was at my personal best. It was 2019. I was 9 and Avengers Endgame had just released. One morning in December, I woke up struggling to breathe. It felt as if something was blocked off in my lungs, restricting my airflow. My parents hurriedly took me to the ER where my oxygen levels were taken. They were measured somewhere in the mid-80s. And for reference, in a normal human, our oxygen levels are around 98 or higher. They immediately took me to the nearest hospital where it was determined that the cause of my difficulty breathing was a buildup of mucus in my lungs, and I needed to be intubated. While hospital coordinators were trying to find a bed for me in a pediatric hospital, doctors were trying to find the best way to take care of me. On average, a human breathes around 12 to 20 times in a minute. I was fighting for just 3 or 4. Every ounce of oxygen was graciously received by my own body. EMTs had determined that it was too dangerous to take me in an ambulance because my oxygen needs were too great, and they could not have guaranteed a steady supply of oxygen. So do you guys remember when I mentioned helicopters in the very beginning? Well, since my situation was so critical, the only viable solution was to airlift me to the nearest pediatric hospital. I was on a ventilator for 4 entire days after I was received there. When I woke up, I realized that I couldn't even move my own legs because I'd been in bed for so long. I now realized that not only did I need to strengthen my lungs, I also needed to strengthen my legs. I set aside some time each day to just regain my own walking capacity, and at the same time, the doctors had said that I needed to have an oxygen level of at least 90%. This required me to be attached to an oxygen tank the entire day, and after 8 days of grueling recovery, I finally saw it. 2 blue numbers that read 91. I was so excited I could finally go home, and the first thing I wanted to do was to get back to swimming. But I couldn't. So I waited. Fate had other plans, however. In March 2020, we all know the pandemic started, and all the pools closed down. The pulmonologist said I couldn't swim because the close proximity of kids in the pool was just too great. I thought swimming would become nothing but a distant memory, but I had a small sliver of hope, so I waited a little bit more. 2 weeks became 2 months, 2 months became a year, and finally the pandemic slowed down. She finally said, the pulmonologist, after monitoring me for an entire year, she said, "You're good to go." I was so excited, I thought I could start off right where I left off, but I had something else. Because I'd been out of the pool for an entire year, I completely forgot how to swim. I cannot even swim a legal stroke, which meant that I needed to relearn how to swim. With my goals in mind, I let nothing stop me. Every practice, I pushed myself to be faster than the last one. Every meet, I was dropping time, I was swimming harder and faster, and I'm happy to report that after 3.5 years of practicing, rebuilding, and relearning, I now swim for the Kill Dragon High School swim team. But I'm not just here to tell you my story. I'm here to inspire at least one person in the audience, whether it's in person or digital, to get back to doing what they love. I know it's hard. I was hospitalized with either an early case of COVID-19 or a combination of pneumonia and RSV. I want this speech to be someone's sign. Life can throw you curveballs, but that doesn't matter. What matters is what you do next. Do you decide to just give up, or do you decide to fight through? I want this speech to be someone's sign to take that first difficult step back in. Just as long as you have pure passion, just passion for whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. And I promise you, once you take that first difficult step, nothing can stop you. Thank you.